Ahoy. Welcome in, whoever managed to make it. I know I've been somewhat inconsistent lately, but I'm here and I'm ready to play a game and I'm ready to say hello to all of you. Oh yes, you should make foods soon, yes. Um the weather has been fun. Not. Um I actually I I took today off of work because hi shadows, um, because they had not cleared our. They had yet to plow. We got another like 3 or 4 inches of snow over the weekend, on top of the badly cleared snowcrete, and yeah, the apartment complex didn't clear our parking lot or our sidewalks, and the city hadn't cleared the street. So I was like, well, I can't really get out of here. So yeah, I was home again today. Even though work was open, work was like, yeah, sure. Snowy mountain roads with extra snow on top of Snowcrete. Come on in. Anyway, hopefully all of you are doing okay. Feel free to. Oh gosh. Hello. Welcome in Raiders. Hi. How was your stream, Xander? Um, it is lovely to have you joining. Um, uh, it's been a while since I've been consistent. So you started Dispatch. I'm continuing with the blueprints today. So wow. Okay. Hi, Lost in Headspace. Hi, Siege. Oh, hat trick. Any thoughts on a hat? But yeah, welcome in everybody. If you're new here, I am Rogan27. I am I play some games, and I'm an archivist. And once a week, I go live from work and share historical documents or whatever happens to be in an archival collection. Okay. We will get you a hat trick. Ooh, Lost in Headspace, thank you for the follow. So yeah, that's me. Monday nights I usually stream until Althaven goes live and we head on over for whatever the stream punks have going on. And yeah, anybody who was here who wasn't already following Xander, you should follow Xander, although I don't think anybody was here who doesn't follow Xander. So yeah. Something, I've got an eyelash or something that is reflecting. Anyway, yeah. It's been 1 week. I mean, it's been a long road. It's been 84 years. It has been a little bit since I did a game stream, so I should probably get the game up soon. Awesome. I hope I'll see you for some of the archive streams, Lost in Headspace. Since it's a puzzle game, I'm gonna get as much game time as I can today. That is, if I can remember how to do things. silly with forgetting. It's not like it's been forever. It's only been like a week since I did a game stream. Okay, but we have Zibluprines. And I'm gonna try once again to reach the frickin' antechamber. I've come so close and yet never managed to get in the room. Day 22. Okay, and we start with 2 gems. We have our extra steps and our allowance of 6 coins. That is a good start. These chess, or this is not the chess puzzle. This is the picture puzzle. Hi, Hannah. I realize there's something I have not noted about the pictures. That, because I've been trying to figure out, like, how do I figure the correct order? I know I have to spell something, but how do I know what order to put things in? And I had a thought. I'm adding a column to my thing. The chess puzzle made me consider. So if you remember the chess puzzle, the location on the grid matters. And I realized I have not been noting either the room or the location on the grid where I'm getting certain picture combinations. And so I need to add that info. So I have more notes to take about pictures. The only one that I know that is consistent is this one. It's always the same. And that is face and ace. And so this is in the entry. Entryway. And that is tier 1, room 3. Yes? Tier 1, room 3. Okay. So we will take notes and see if I can discern any sort of pattern of where I get certain combinations. Because that's the only thing I have not tracked. I've got the combos. I know what letters they give me. I just don't have any sense of what order. So, okay. Storeroom, closet, or reading nook. I mean, this gives me gems. I could get the library by going to the reading nook. Might as well do it. Okay. And in here we have pine and pin. In the nook. And that is row tier 1, room 4. Okay. We get a key. like no extras in here today, but let's grab the library. And the library is giving us Bath and Bat. And that is tier 2, room 4 that I just put it in. Oh, yeah, I'll use the key and unlock the trunk. Maybe we could. Ooh, yep, worth it. A Kia gem and 4 coins. Okay. Book request form. Oh yeah, we unlocked more books. I forgot there was at the end of the last one, after I ended the stream, I had lots of coins. And so I went back to the shop that we had found. Which shop was it? It was the one that would let I could unlock additional books for the library. It was the bookshop, of course. I ran back there and I bought a bunch of books, or like 2 or 3 books. And so now there are more books that I can request. Okay, so we've read Sightseer's Guide, we've read Swinburne, History of Orinda, Fixed Stars. We know, we haven't checked it out. EPCW Pump System User Manual and Drafting Strategy Architectural Digest Volume 3. The ones I unlocked are History of Orinda First Edition, Drafting Strategy Volumes 4 and 5. I'm requesting History of Orinda First Edition. Hopefully it will be unredacted, unlike the edition we've already seen. Okay, so this will put me above the entrance hall. That's fine. Rotunda Aquarium Weight Room. Weight room steals our steps. Aquarium. Have I ever drafted the Rotunda? I'm checking my my notes. I have never drafted the Rotunda. I will have no gems after the Rotunda, but it's worth it because I've never had it. Basically, anytime I can draft a room I've never drafted, it is the room I want to draft. I've seen it but lacked gems. I think you're right. Well, I have now drafted the Rotunda. It is room 4. Xanderific, you were randomly selected as a VIP for this stream, if you're still here. So enjoy your digital gemstone, and you get control of the pun points command. I know what I'm saying. Sure I do. All right, let's copy this text for my notes. Uh, 3 gems cost. Okay. It is a blueprint. I've been taking. Ooh, it is rare. Not medium rare. Rare. All right. A circular chamber with a domed ceiling adorned with an array of mechanical gears. In the center of the room, a stone podium serves as a central pivot point for the chamber's true purpose, rotation, a fitting function for a room named rotunda, which means clockwise room in Eurasian. So presumably it rotates clockwise. All right, we've got the den, a spare room, and a courtyard. We're going to the den. It's the only one I can, but it also gets me a gem. Okay. Picture puzzle, picture puzzle. Stair and star. Let us follow Elixir to the kitchen to catch up on food plans. Oh, yes, you need pun points. Picture pairs. Stair and star. In the den we are, and this is tier 2, room 2, I think. Yes. Ah. Yay, I got my own command correct. Okay, so this gives us paths to tier 3 and continuing on tier 2. West Wing Hall, utility closet, courtyard. Utility closet's not a bad option here. I like to get the utility closet early. Plane and plan. And we're on tier 2. Slot 1. Hi, T-Beanie. All right. Keycard entry system off. Gym off. Darkroom on. Garage on. Cool. All right. What do we got here? Storeroom, closet, courtyard. I think I'm going to have to do the storeroom at this point. No, that would be a bad choice. I have to do the courtyard. The dark room will trip to off automatically, and then I can run back and turn it back on if I want to get what's in it. So I don't worry about turning it off because it's gonna turn itself off. The dice will be helpful at this point because my draws have not been great. There's no pictures in here. I didn't even get a tool. That's a bad courtyard. All right, let's go back to the entrance hall real quick and check out what we can get down here. Another courtyard, a corridor, or a pantry. Might as well do the corridor so we can fill all the slots. All right. Aw, we get winders. Pray and pry. And we are tier 1, room 2, right? Yeah? Okay. Ooh, guest bedroom. Parlor. Bedroom. The spot that we're at is automatically going to be a dead end. Parlor could get me gems. Lord Portico! Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for the resubscription. 61 months. Tries to draft the main bridge so he can report to it, but fails. Yeah, can you imagine having to like randomly draw rooms in order to get where you're trying to go? I don't know what Blue Paths is yet. I'm on day 22. Let's see. The other two boxes are true. The other two boxes are blue, so this one is false, but it's only half false. The other two boxes are empty. Okay. So this one... Okay, this one is half false. So one of these two has to be 100% true. This one is not true. It's half true. So this has to be the one that is fully true, and this one is false. And if this is true, the other two boxes are empty and my gems are here. Nice. Oh yes, pictures. Ooh. Dessert and desert. And we are in parlor on, let's see, tier 1, room 1. Oh. It's a website and you put in stuff you've found and it tells you something to look for without directly oh, that's cool. I had not heard of that. I love that there's a place you can go for hints without spoiling it. Okay, I have one possible path, which is through the courtyard. Well, no, I have two possible paths. I have the rotunda. Oh, I didn't even notice that command talked about spoilers. Let's see, commissary, hallway, pantry. Oh, I can rotate. I'm gonna go hallway right now. Self-slicing vegetables. I think that is what a food processor is for. Road and rod. And rank 3, room 4? No, room 3. I still don't know if this is going to mean anything, but I was like, there's details I have not written down. Smash. Well, that's even worse. We have never had the ballroom. Another new room. Oh, that's cool. Sorry, I was bookmarking that hint system that you mentioned. We spent 2 gems to come in. We got 2 gems. Okay. What room is this? Room 20. The ballroom. Okay, and the ballroom has a cost of 2 gems. It is an entry. A blueprint. Unusual. I'm guessing it's your internet. Okay, an opulent hall with a polished mirror floor. In the old days, numerous balls and dances were held in this splendid room. However, as he aged, the Baron began to prefer private parties in the parlor over the grand formal receptions of his youth. I don't know what an entry room does. Only use it when you're really stuck? Okay. Because we have the entrance hall. So how is this an entry? Very curious. Okay, let's look around. It is quite pretty. I love the echo as you walk. Oh, I think we're going to get our last music sheets. Clara and Simon in Eclipse Ball 1952. Let's drop that picture in my notes. Oh, Hannah, that makes sense. Yeah, upon entering, you get 2 gems. Pages 6 and 7. The question is, where did I put the music sheets notes? Ah. One would think that I would be better about this, but one would be wrong. I don't yet know the syntax very well. Oh, of course it's broken. Hi, Pretty Witchery. Let me fix this. Okay, you should be able to see or not. Okay, so we have had pages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 for a while. And now we're getting pages 6 and 7, which means we will have the full message. 5 does kind of look haunted. I don't know why. I will read them in a moment. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Let's try that again. Okay. While you can see my note, let's look at what to say. Find here within these first words sung the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the four you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. Among this scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys. In bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note. An urgent plea. In bold words sung, I do repeat. The ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue. White pages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these, we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Trees found inside will never shade the gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coin, so toss away these sheets. You find a worthy trade. Under these stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means only time can tell. I think it's just R. Hi, Sterling! Two remain for one last dance and spin again around clock hands. And as they turn a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. And then stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Okay, so it is nice to see you, Sterling. All right, so word number 6. R. And then word number 7. True. First words on the sheets are true message. I know, Sterling in the Wild. It's been a little while. All right. And okay, so the first words on the sheets: find among the white trees under 2 stones. Really? Find among the white trees under two stones. Okay. Under two stones. I do not know what two stones it would be referring to, but that's okay. I don't appear to have a picture puzzle piece. Bedroom, storeroom, commissary. Grab the bedroom so it doesn't block this path. Ooh, we get an apple. And we've got peek and pee. And this is bedroom. And where are we? We're rank 3, room 5. Okay. No, like, extra gems or anything? Apparently not. Pantry, closet, courtyard. I could do the courtyard. I'm going to grab the closet. What do we have? Cart and car. And we are rank 2, room 5. Electronic key card. That's good to have, although I've already deactivated the things, but I haven't had the security panel to unlock them while they're deactivated. So, okay. Where to? I can go back through the rotunda to the courtyard, and there's a path that way. There are two paths. All right, we've got another courtyard. The guest bedroom again, or the hallway. Fine, I will install a guest bedroom. Crow and row. This is rank 3, room 1. Grab the gem. What chess pieces have I already played? The Nook is a rook. The parlor is a pawn. The den is also a pawn. Utility closet bedroom is a pawn. And the guest bedroom is a pawn. Okay, so I need to play a bishop, a knight, a queen, and a king still. So not really close on that one. Spare room, pantry, commissary. It's gonna be go to the pantry, I guess. Banana. Yes, the nook is a rook. Of course. Grab me the coins. I wish you gave me a gem. All right. Coat and cot. Where are we? We're rank 4, room 1, yes? Nope, room 2. Drawing room, terrace, storeroom. Honestly, it's a dead end. Otherwise, the terrace would be a good option, but I have to do the drawing room. Or we are out of paths. Yeah, still don't know what to do with all these pictures. Card and car. And where are we? Rank 4, room 1. Any goodies? No. Fine. It's locked and I have no keys. Well, day 22 might be a little bit of a bust. Let's go outside and see what door or what room we get there. I do like that the rotunda is essentially a room with 4 doors. But hey, that means we could get our book from the library tomorrow, possibly. Shelter, shrine, hovel. I have 18 gold. We'll do the shrine. Oh. Apparently, I can't offer more. Because I already have offered some. I don't remember what benefit I'm getting from it. Shadows! Thank you so much for the bit. I did say library. Blessing of the Gardener. Oh, there are 8 courtyards added to my draft pool. What happens if I take back the gold? Can I... Well, let's try. You've been cursed! Each time you draft a bedroom, you lose 1 step. Each time you draft a hallway, lose 1 key. Each time you draft a green room, lose 1 gem. Each time you draft a shop, lose 1 gold. And each time you draft a red room, lose all of the above. Curse duration, 2 days. Well, I wanted to take it back and then put more in. But it was worth doing just to see what it did. All right, let's look around. Beneath 2 stones. Now I know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. I mean, we can still go into the glass elevator. Beneath 2 stones. The newest version of Between Two Shrubs. No take backsies. I have no idea what 2 stones it's referring to. The music puzzle. No take backsies. Oh my god. Lord Portico, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Oh dear. Wait, we're having. Is there a locomotive? Apparently, there's a locomotive. And congrats, T Beanie and Siege and Terra 42 and Pretty Witchery and Overjoyed for inclusion on your gift subs. Thank you, Lord Portico. Okay, but beneath 2 stones. Well, now you don't have to, at least for a month. Cave, gem cape. Shadows, thank you. There are 4 bits. I feel like it would be referring to something outside, but I have 0 idea what. Doesn't it mention a white tree? Where's my note? Where's my note? It's in. Hannah, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, so this is the music sheets, and it says find among the white trees under 2 stones, and I think I just found it. The white trees, 2 stones, but I don't know how to look under them. Maybe I need to have a shovel for digging? Or the sledgehammer to break the stones? I mean, presumably those are the 2 stones it means. Hannah, I took back the offering. because it wouldn't let me add more, so I took it back to see if I could add more, and it cursed me instead, which is fine. Yep, that was my thinking. I tested it and was chastised. Okay, so whatever it is that I need to get whatever's under these two stones, I do not have. But I know where they are. I'm checking around with my cursor to see if it's two other stones, but no, those have to be the two stones. Okay, so the only place we haven't gone is the glass elevator. It's the only place we can go that we haven't gone. The aquarium? Yes. If you mean the aquarium. That's the only fishy room I can think of. Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. Enjoy the aquarium. Oh, God. Yeah, I definitely don't want to draft the aquarium while the curse is active. I don't think there's anything extra I can do down here today, but you know what I should have No, yep. I should have, well, I probably couldn't have done whatever anyway. I was going to say I should have drafted the radiation shelter because it has that chest in it, and now I know the date, but yeah, there's nothing extra for me down here right now. Well, call it a day. So that was November 28th. And this will be November 29th, day 23. Save and continue. So this should be the second day of my curse, though, right? Because day 22 was my first day of the curse. We'll see how much I'm able to do while cursed. Okay, let's start outside. Where no color rooms can hurt me. Tool shed. Oh, the shelter. I was just talking about it. Oh gosh, we're about to be attacked. We're about to have an advertack. So I will take us to the break screen and see you all as soon as the advertack ends. Be right back. ahoy, welcome back. Okay, let's see. I saw Nauseum. Hi, Nauseum. It's been a little while, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this game actually, which has been frustrating because um, I have been struggling with consistency on game streams, and so I haven't been getting to play it as quickly as I want because I'm only playing it on stream. Otherwise, I would be done. Well, I would have played a lot more. Okay, what time is it? It is almost 9. Let's see if I can get the time lock safe to work now that I think I know what the date is. Time lock safe. Set unlock date. Oh, wait, your name is in the credits? I didn't know that. All right. I believe that it is November 29th. Oh, that's awesome. All right, November 29th, and unlock at 10 a.m. Radiation levels are pretty low. That's good. And now we wait. Let's watch the clock. It will be riveting. No, that is. Oh, shnikes. Wait, no, yeah. I was like. No, I did set it correctly. 10 o'clock. I was like, no, it's already 10. It's not already 10. If you look at the playtester list for speedrun leaderboard, there's a lot of overlap. That is awesome. Yeah, I've enjoyed sort of unlocking. I still haven't managed to reach the antechamber. I'm on day 23. I've gotten really close a couple times. I just solved the music sheet puzzle, but I have yet to actually be able to get whatever is beneath these 2 stones. Because now I know where, but I don't know what, and I don't know how. I'm guessing I need the shovel. It is a beautiful game. I've also got the Great Glass Elevator, and I understand the chess puzzle, but I have yet to be able to actually accomplish the chess puzzle. Well, I'm gonna unlock the time lock save, and then I'm going to try to get as far as I can while cursed. It'll be fun to see how things work out while I have the curse. I mean, honestly, it'd be great if I could get the shovel and try those rocks. See if I can fully solve the music sheet puzzle. I don't think there's anything to pick up in here other than the time lock save. Yeah. And we don't have any picture puzzle pairs. I do like the little picture here. I should just sit and watch the clock. I'm wasting steps doing this. Oh, we're past 9:30. Oh, wow. I don't know if I will. I have no idea how to reach room 46 yet. I know how to get to the antechamber. I just haven't managed it. At this point, I have played this game a total of 30 hours. Okay. 20 more minutes of in-game time, which is faster than normal time. And then we'll find out if I calculated the date correctly. I finally think I nailed the date by getting a library book. Might want to be in the shelter. Okay. I will run over there just before 10. There's about 13 minutes left. I've been taking my notes in Obsidian, but I'm very new to Obsidian, so they're not as organized as they probably could be. But they're searchable when I've actually typed instead of just pasting pictures. We are doing 9:30. Come on, safe. Will it just pop open or do I have to? Yes. Yes, Lord Portico. Come on. Did I get it wrong? It's got to be after 10 now. It says it'll stay open for 4 hours. It is after 10. I'm confused. red letter 7. I don't remember how many red letters there are. um, it seemed like it didn't want to open until I left and then came back. Apparently, I needed to not be in the room. Okay, I'm print screening. So it'll take me a second to read each page. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father. And I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I'm aware of the cost of my aggressively aloof behavior. And I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Yeah, it took me a bit to just figure out the date. I finally figured it out because I noted the date on the library checkout card on a day when I got a book from the library. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were, in fact, responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible. And the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open, in that distant land I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney. Nauseum, enjoy your lurk. Okay, I guess it's time to actually enter the house on this cursed day 2. But I'm thrilled that I managed to get the time lock safe open. That's nice. All right, let's start to the east. We'll start with the closet, just because 2 items. Hello, sledgehammer. And die. We've got pine and pin. We had the closet before and it was cart and car, so and pine and pin was the nook before, and it was in this spot. I think the room it's in doesn't matter. I think the location on the grid is what matters. We shall continue to test that as we go. I don't think the sledgehammer's going to do it, but I'll try it anyway. Because I'm wasting time. I'm doing as many things as I can in this day without expecting to get much done because of the curse. All right. The white trees, the 2 stones. But yeah, the sledgehammer doesn't want to do anything. Cursed curses! Hi, Adventures of Tony. Really, it doesn't have like a marked dig spot, so I don't really quite know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, somebody asked if I could grab the lantern. I don't think I can, but I'll try. Ugh. You seem to just have like all the meetings, Tony. Yeah, there's no grabbing that lantern, sadly. Okay, we grabbed the closet. Let's check the west. Bedroom, drawing room, courtyard. Drawing room. Again, no clue how to solve this. We've got pray and pry again. Rank 1, room 2. Yep. Guest bedroom, observatory. Locksmith? All right. Hello. Hello, observatory. Dessert and desert. 1-1. I think that cinches it. I didn't notice that there was a like a clock dial on there. Cool. I've already got the planetarium. I don't think there's anything more to do up there. Where's the other door? Wait, this was a night, right? I don't know. Oh, wait. I have to draft first. Oh, wait. Losing steps. I forgot to look in the telescope to get my bonus. The slice. Diamondus Major. Farmer's apple. Plane and plan. Into 1. Yep. That tracks. Hello, gold. I love that I'm finally making progress on some of these things. Okay. Not drafting the aquarium today. Thank you very much. I like the aquarium, but with my curse, aquarium is bad. Staren Star. Staren Star is 2/2. I mean, if it comes up again, I'll probably draw it. Library. I took my money back from the shrine, mostly to see what it would do, and it cursed me for 2 days. And so when I draw different types of rooms, I lose keys, gems, coins, or steps, depending on what I draft. Tier and tie. What position are we in? We're rank 3, room 2 for tier and tie. The History of Orinda, first edition. All right. Let's look at this book. Here's my library note. My library note is much too long. I should separate each book into its own note. That is something for off stream. All right. The History of Orinda, Ajera to Eraja, by Caleb Manning, Ruffington Red Publishing, 1979. Yay! It's not redacted! Forward. Orinda was once the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters, though the term is no longer employed in the halls of politics, nor commonly known to the average citizen. Its memory flickers in the hearts of those who hail from the lands that it once encompassed, and many of the elder generation in hushed circles still refer to themselves as Orindians. Yet we must not let the flame of our history dwindle into the obscurity of whispered conversations, nor permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon the name of our land. We must keep alive the embers of our past and preserve them for the generations yet to come. Yay! I'm grabbing my print screens as we go, so. Chapter 1. Ajera. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Ajera, by the ascension of the first king of Orinda, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, the black banners of Orindia could be seen fluttering in every hamlet and hostelry along every thoroughfare, from Oris all the way to the western banks. A new kingdom was born. Where is my cursor? Two, Second Era. It was the 4th king of Orindia who split the vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the Middle Province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift and called his new realm Orinda Aries, after the angelic paragon of royalty, Orinda. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to the middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Erasia, the mystical realm of the ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic, and the poetry of the old tongue. Third Era. As the Second Era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Ko-Fi is it's kind of like Patreon, where you can like directly give money to a creator. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued the succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by the construction of a vast network of railways that spanned the length and breadth of the land, linking the northern mountains of Arch Ares to the southern shores of Erasia. This development facilitated travel and commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future, a promise that would unfortunately, as my readers will soon find, not be kept. Fourth Era. As the kingdom of Orinda Ares entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desiletes III was a king who listened to the voices of all his subjects, from the most influential advisors to the humblest of citizens. He was a king who often was seen among the people eating, drinking, and conversing, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well, who could scarce believe that they, as peasantry, would ever sup with the crown. Desiletes was renowned as the king of the people, and it was therefore a surprise to no one when he made the decision to move the capital from the secluded mountains of Redington to the public stage of Auras, leaving castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and the city welcomed their king with open arms and great fanfare. Yet not all were swayed so easily. There were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his station, and were wary of how readily he could be persuaded by the tears and tales of the common folk. These dissenting voices planted the seeds of discontent which took root in the lawns and gardens of the nobles of Fen, or as I have been instructed to say, the grand city of Fen. 5. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Desiletes III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died naturally in his old age and surrounded by his people in Auras, far away from the growing unrest among the western city of Fen. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the self-proclaimed Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a surprising number of supporters, due to the fact that Desiletes IV shared his father's good name, but little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city's streets, stained in red. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, Even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Horus had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 years were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. 6. The current era. Today, the realms inherited by the three, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Eraja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past, and as those trees continue to grow, so do our hopes for a common future. A future where we are not defined by the colors of the banners we raise, but by that which connects us, a land that we each call home. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, of our children. This land is, after all that has happened, still Orindia. Well, now we know the full history, unredacted. I don't know that it really helped us with a lot, but I can't afford anything in the bookshop. Chamber of Mirrors it is. Have I? I have drafted this before. I've forgotten how complicated it is. Okay, we've got Road and Rod. Road and Rod. And that is 3/3. Yup. All right, we opened one door. It is on the other side. Yep, so this is currently a dead end because I have to push some of the other buttons first. All right. Well, I guess I have to go back to the entrance hall. Bedroom, pantry, reading nook. We'll get the rook nook, the nook rook. Bridge and bride. Bridge and bride, and we are in rank 2, room 3. I'm going to do it. Because now with my second library, I can request another book on the same day that I read a book. Bath and Bat 2/4. Yep. Drafting Strategy Architectural Digest, Volume 4. Requested. Ooh. I want it, but it does me no good, really. I'm gonna do it anyway. This day we already knew was a bust, but maybe I can get the shovel. I've read that before. Magnifying glass. Key. Broken lever. Safe deposit box key. I don't think I've ever drawn that before. Metal detector. I didn't get the freaking shovel, which was the only thing I really wanted. Of course I didn't. All right, clock unlock. Rank 3. Room 4. Well. You could be right. Unlocks box 149. I have no idea where safe deposit boxes even are. All right. Well, that is the end of our day 23. They're in a bank, so I would assume there must be one of those, although I've not encountered one. But they've got a bookshop. Okay, the curse is over now. All right, Sivini. I have no idea whether I'll make it, but sure. Day 24. 2 gems, 70 steps, 6 coins. I like to start by getting my outside room. Because they have a lot of benefits that affect what happens in the house. All right, what are my options? Tool shed, hovel, root cellar. I want that shovel. Come on, shovel! I don't know if it's gonna work, but I got the shovel. And a wrench? Each time you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. I've never gotten the wrench before. I like that. You've got shovels and spades now. Okay, somebody please give Siege some pun points. To the white trees. See if the shovel will respond. I have no idea. Okay, now you need more pun points. You dug up a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add conservatory to your drafting pool? Adjust the rarity of floor plans in your house. I mean, I'm not going to say no. Why would I say no? All right, this is going to go somewhere in the range where the planetarium is. So somewhere from 95 to 104 as the rooms. This Baroque arboretum showcases and preserves the rarest specimens of every type and variety. Through selective propagation, the gardener here may influence which flora will be considered commonplace during the next season. Flora. Hilarious. All right. Well, I feel like that was a successful day already. I'm not stopping, but it was a success to begin with. All right, into the house. In the house. Reading nook, closet, guest bedroom. Hello, Nook. I believe Pine and Pin has already been noted on my locations. It has 1-4. We've drafted a rook. Library. Drafting Strategy, Volume 4. August issue. I'm going to just throw this into any old note and I will fix it after. Because that's a smart thing to do. All right. Apparently, oh yes, this book was graciously gifted by me. Tools of the Trade. Taking issue with inventory. In the world of drafting, the tools an architect wields are crucial in shaping their vision and bringing their designs to life. The precision, elegance, and functionality of these instruments can have a profound effect on the drafting process and the final outcome of your project. That's why it's very important to choose the right tools to complement your drafting techniques. In this issue of Drafting Strategy, we will dive into the vast realm of inventory, bringing to light the many hidden tools of the trade that can enhance your favorite strategies and elevate your architectural ambitions to unprecedented heights. From classic compasses and T-squares to state-of-the-art software upgrades, the variety of drafting tools available to architects today is staggering. As we navigate this diverse landscape, regardless of whether you are a seasoned professional seeking to refine your toolkit or a budding draftsman searching for a basic set of instruments, the following articles will provide invaluable insights and guidance for architects of all levels. The Guiding Compass, an introduction to drafting items. Gems. You can't have a conversation about drafting items without starting with gems. These valuable stones allow architects to draft special floor plans. Stopwatch, a more short-term, very short-term alternative to paying gem costs, is utilizing a stopwatch to bypass any gem costs you encounter during a frantic 1-minute drafting dash. Emerald Bracelet. Of course, if you are wealthy enough to be able to afford to purchase it from the showroom, this very high-end luxury item removes the gem cost of special floor plans altogether. Repellent Spray. But why remove gem costs when you can just remove the whole room? Repellent Spray can free you of that annoying floor plan for up to a week. Ivory Dice. Dice are a resource that allow you to re-roll for new floor plans while drafting. Brass Compass, a useful drafting tool that adjusts the orientation of floor plans. If a room has another exit, it will have a high chance to lead north. Silver Key. The orientation of floor plans matters a lot less when rooms have tons of doors. Silver Key all but guarantees that your draft will result in a room with enough doors to ensure they lead where you want them to go. Gear Wrench, the first item that can adjust the rarity of floor plans in the draft pool. Although it only works on mechanical rooms, it's a useful tool for customizing your experience. Ornate Compass, another luxury item from the showroom, and likely the most useful drafting tool on this list. Ornate Compass allows you to rotate floor plans as you draft them, allowing you to position doors to your advantage. Glue, Grease, and Gut, workshop contraptions. Crafted from the depths of resourcefulness and innovation, contraptions are makeshift creations born from the fusion of two or more distinct tools. Through soldering, taping, and a liberal amount of hot glue, inventors can use the workbench found in the workshop to bring together disparate elements to forge something far greater than the sum of its parts. Blind experimentation is often the most rewarding avenue for true inventors, but for those crafters who need a bit of inspiration or guidance, we have included a list of common contraption components to kickstart your creative journey. Battery pack, a component in 3 contraptions. Shovel, a component in 3 contraptions. Metal detector, a component in 3 contraptions. Broken lever, a component in 2 contraptions. Compass in 2, sledgehammer in 1, lockpick kit in 1, coin purse in 1, magnifying glass in 1, and something is a component in 1. It's about time for an upgrade. Architectural Digest's guide to upgrade discs. Perhaps the most exciting item an architect can come across is an upgrade disk. That's what I was hoping would be in the time lock safe, but oh well. This floppy data disk houses a wellspring of unique architectural plans designed explicitly for a specific room. By inserting the disk into a computer terminal, architects gain the ability to shape the destiny of a room. Guided by the enticing designs contained on the disk, this myriad of options not only allows architects to craft floor plans that align with their preferred strategies, but also enables them to adapt their creations to evolving project requirements. Furthermore, the upgrade disk's array of plans ensures that no 2 architects will follow the same path, fostering a landscape of diverse architectural designs. A few examples of room upgrades. The storeroom, with the variable things inside, which I've already upgraded the storeroom. The courtyard, which can be a courtyard with 5 dig spots, a courtyard with 2 gems, or the courtyard, which is always unlocked. The nook, which can be a breakfast nook or a reading nook. We chose reading nook because you will always draw library when drafting in that room. Tool tips. Tricks for itemized success. Stringing together adjoining hallways has always been the most straightforward strategy when using a hall pass. Drafting floor plans like tunnel and secret passage are an easy way to set up longer chains of hallways. I've never seen the hall pass. You can adjust the settings in the terminal located in security to make security doors more or less common. If you have found a key card, it is worth changing these settings to high. And if you haven't, you may want to set them to low. For the endeavoring gardener, a watering can is a fundamental tool, but did you know you can refill this item with water? All you need to do is find a faucet with running water. I did not know that. The watering can was really cool. Most green rooms can only be drafted along the edges of your house, and the secret garden is no exception. You can use this key on any locked door leading to one of these room positions. That's what it was. I had the key, and I thought I could just use it on any door, but it has to be on an edge. If you have come across any fancy ruby socketed candlesticks, you may want to take note in case you can find an item that can produce a flame. These specific candlesticks contain mechanical triggers that are tripped when the candle is lit. I have never seen them, or I have and didn't notice, and I don't know how to start a flame at this point. Word from the editor. Word. Tools are cool. but they are only as good as the architect who harnesses their capabilities. As you finish reading this issue of Drafting Strategy, I want you to open up your menu and look at your inventory. Take a moment to look at each item and contemplate the true potential they all hold. The same potential you see there is the same potential that resides within yourself. For it is not the tools themselves that will sculpt the grand structures and monuments of tomorrow, but the deft hands and brilliant minds of architects like you. Well, that was cool. There's one more volume that I know of, but I need another library to be able to read it. Conference room, commissary, aquarium. This is the dawning of the age of aquariums. Age of aquariums. All right, there are pictures in this room. But where? Ah. Oh, this is cart and car. I already know this one. Dig spot. A rather dirty coin. Closet. What'd we get? What'd we get? A sleeping mask. The first time you enter each bedroom, gain 5 steps. And a key. Here? Stag and tag. Stag and tag is rank 1, room 5. Okay, now that I have some of them, I think I need to arrange them in rank order. So 1-1 is an S. Well, okay, so I'll start from the top. We need 9 by 5, right? Insert table. That's 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right. Oh, I hope your meeting is quick and painless. Okay. 2, 4. I'm gonna get it wrong. I have to have that column. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So 2, 4, H. 2, 3, G. 4, 1 D. 2, 5 T. 3, 4 C. Uh, we're about to have an advertac. So I will go to the BRB screen. Um, I'll finish filling this out and you can see what it looks like when you get back. See you soon. Ahoy! Welcome back, everyone. Um, so I finished inputting the data that we have already recorded, and as you hopefully can see, I've got 3 words that are intelligible. Right? Or crack 8 safes. There are words happening from the picture puzzle. But it's starting from the end of the sentence. The most useful place to start, right? Hello, fishies. A robbery? This room counts as all types of rooms. All right. The corridor, the car yard, the utility closet. I'm gonna spend the gem and get the car yard because it has 2 doors. I was promised each picture was worth 1,000 words. We are not robbing a bank. A few unimpressive pebbles. Another coin. I hope there's some gems in here. Wait, I thought I had. Oh, I don't. I thought I had the sledgehammer, but that was the previous day. And we're flush with coinage. All right, let's check this one. The pool. I don't have a gem. Lock and lock. I already have this one. Yeah, we don't have to steal coins from the freaking shrine, right? Hey, I had coins when I did that. Corridor, parlor, hallway. I mean, we're gonna grab the corridor. Fire and fur. We are rank 4, room 4. I just realized I never turned this off. All right, 4, 4. Fire and fur. All right. Getting close to having a 4th word. Okay. Where do I want to go? Into the foundation. Or we're getting too far away. I need to go back to the entrance hall. And there are no pictures in here, right? Oh, yeah, there are. Oh, clock and lock we already had. Oh. Frack. I got turned about. It's okay. I have the steps for the moment. Secret passage. I can't do it. Let's grab the den so I can grab this gem. Sadly, no holograms. Virgin Bride, but we've already got two, 3. Bedroom, commissary, parlor. Grab the parlor. Grab this chest. We 3 keys. All right. Ooh, we have an extra apple. All right, T Beanie. I hope you get good sleep. Two of these statements are true. Technically, that's possible. The statement on the blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Okay. If those two are true, then this has to be false, which would mean the gems are in the black box. But so if the white box is false, then blue and black are both true. And there's no way to tell which one has. No. It would still be the black box. If white is false, then blue and black both have to be true, and the gems would be here. If blue is false, then this would also be false. So blue has to be true. Wait, if that's false and that's false, then this would have to be true. All 3 possible have the gems here. All 3 logical conclusions said the gems were in the black box. Road and Rod, we've already got tier 3 all taken care of. Chapel, hallway, observatory. They all turn south. We'll grab the hall. Okay, and drawing room, kitchen, bedroom. I'm doing the drawing room because I like getting new floor plans. It's just a May, but I wish I knew. I wish I knew how to open this freaking chest. I know it has something to do with the pictures, but I don't know what. Well, didn't get a new one. We can keep drawing the drawing room and other rooms for a bit longer, but we are nearing the end of stream. Okay. Is this storeroom? Is it chapel? Or the billiard room? We're grabbing the chapel just for pathing reasons. We can pray it gives us something good. Nothing? Oh. Ah! I need something that lights things on fire. These are the ruby studded candlesticks that when lit, they unlock something. But I still don't know how to make fire in the game. I have not yet learned fire. But now I know where the candlesticks are. Chapel, 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 red room. Red room, red room. Huh? Oh, there it is. Notes. Ruby candlestick. Levers are here. Need a way to start a fire. Have I drafted any mechanical rooms? I don't think I have. Technically, I think the aquarium should be, but it's not. The utility closet, the conservatory. I'm gonna draft it just because. Oh, I already had it set for commonplace. It's okay. Keycard entry system. Gym. Garage. I know, at least we've seen the wrench interface. Bedroom, guest bedroom, dark room. Dark room duck. All right, let's turn the lights back on because we're relatively close by. Da, 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 da. Dark room. Okay. Oh, Crow and Row. My brain said Raven, so it took me a second. Crow and Row. Oh, 3-1. We already have that. I've explored the dark room before, but I will take this key. A key. Here. Okay. Yep. Her ladyship's chamber. I don't think I've ever actually drafted this. The Queen. The White Queen. Her ladyship's chamber. I'll have to see my status of chess pieces this day. Off with a head. Oh, first time I've drafted it. What room are you? I believe it is a bedroom. So, okay. Her ladyship's chamber. Oh. Actually, we have drafted it before. Whatever. Her ladyship's diary is locked. I don't have a key to it, apparently. Ooh, gem. We're still missing the holograms. Aldhaven just went live. Okay. We will be wrapping it up here shortly then. Does it never end? Card and car. We're 4-1. Is there anything I want? Metal detector, sledgehammer, salt shaker, spy gems. What does the freaking salt shaker do? Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra step. I'll grab the sledgehammer too. And gems. Because I can. Ooh, the Cloister of Draxus. Gain 4 dice for each dead end room that you will draft from this cloister. I'm doing it. Because the stream is ending, and so I might as well. Do I remember? Oh, I was at the right spot before. But I have forgotten. Oh, there we go. Old tin can. Old tin can. Unimpressive pebbles. A key. All right. We're drawing dead end rooms. Nursery, storeroom, guest bedroom. The shadow of death rolls over you. Key, gem, coin, pilot and plot. And we are in 5-2. Okay. Drafty house. Coat check. Lavatory. Guest bedroom. I know it has pictures, so. Stage and sage. In 5-3. Okay. Since they are already live, I'm gonna go ahead and I only have like one path open to me now, maybe two, but I won't get too much further today. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here so we can get on over to Althaven for the start of a new short campaign from the Streampunks. I want to thank my mods, Elixir, Hannah, Lord Portico, and Sterling. Woo, it was a full mod day. Thank you, Lord Portico, for the resubscription. Thank you, Lord Portico, for the gift subscriptions. Of course, thank you, Shadows of Life, for the bits, and Hannah for the bits. I need to make this go faster. Thank you, Sanderific, for the raid. And yes, the follows from Lost in Headspace. Was that the only follow? Okay. And thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead and set us up with a raid over to Althaven. I blanked on how to set up a raid. Wow. My brain is apparently a little tired. Thank you everybody for joining. Thanks for hanging out and playing this puzzle game with me. I will be live next on Wednesday for Archival Adventures. This episode is the care and feeding of rockets. I do, of course, have a raid call. So it comes in both subscriber and non-subscriber flavors. So, you know, copy pasta, the one that is works for you or is to your taste. And given a boosh when we arrive. Thank you all once again for joining me. I hope I see all of you again soon until I do get out there and do some shenanigans.